In week 19, this coming Saturday, they play each other. Atlético Madrid against Barcelona at the Vicente Calderón. Now, Lionel Messi's back. Does he play? I think he does.
I think he will, yeah.
But what do you think? Who's going to miss out here?
Well, the first doubt that we have is centre-back between Bartra and Mascherano. If it was myself, I would play with this lineup with Bartra because he's growing and I think he's ready to play one of these big teams and big games. Midfield, obviously, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. Then the big question mark is up front. Now, Neymar and Messi obviously will play, and then is Alexis, Pedro, and Cesc Fabregas for one position. We put Alexis there because he's in a good moment of form, but Barcelona played, I think it was, I don't remember which game it was, a very important game, I think it was against Atlético Real Madrid, with Messi, Neymar and Cesc, and leaving the two wingers, Real Madrid, leaving the two wingers on the bench. This is another possibility, to put Messi a little bit more starting from the left, even though he's going to come through the middle, and Cesc as a false number 9, and then leaving Alexis and Pedro for the second half if they need him.
Who do we think is going to miss out?
Well, interestingly enough, there's a poll in Sport, the Catalan newspaper, this morning, and the fans think it should be Neymar who should be missing. It should be Pedro and Cesc. Pedro, Alexis and Messi. So it's like Messi, of course, and then two more. But we will see. I mean, Alexis, as you said, on form. Perhaps he struggles with tight defences, and Atlético Madrid will be one. Cesc, best assistant in Europe, and he probably will miss unless they use that variation. And you will expect Neymar in. But Neymar did not play at the weekend against Elche for tactical reasons, because Tata Martino felt that Alexis was in a better form. It was a bit of a surprise, and you don't expect against Atlético Madrid for him to miss out, but it's yet another possibility.
It's Messi, it's Neymar, and it's one other, I'm sure, but we'll wait and see.
I'm with you. I think these two are going to play.
What about Atletico? I found it interesting in the Supercopa how the tactics from Diego Costa, of Diego Simeone, put Diego Costa wide right. One for the extra man in midfield, two to stop Jordi Alba going up and down the wing, who's back, of course, for Barcelona. What would you do? Would you put him there, or would you actually put your best player in the best position against what is arguably Barcelona's weakest department?
Well, if I was Diego Simeone, I would do the same thing as I did because it worked. Putting Diego Costa on the right side one thing was to stop Jordi Alba. The second thing is with the ball to launch some long balls in the air, so Diego Costa could challenge Jordi Alba in the air and mainly winning all the balls. But the main thing why they put 5 midfielders is because Barcelona is one of these teams that always play the ball back and switch to the other side. So it's a typical team that is switching the ball from one side to the other side, and with 5 midfielders it's easier to cover all the width of the pitch. So if you have 4, you going right and left all the game. With 5 is not so demanding for the midfielders. So that's why it worked, because when Barcelona changed to the other side, Diego Costa was already there, and it wasn't as dangerous as it was with 4 midfielders.
But you lose with what Diego Costa's been doing this season, don't you, surely?
No, because in defence you can put Diego Costa there, but then when you have the ball, you send the ball or you launch the ball to Diego Costa, he wins it, and then it goes through the middle again. So putting in scale what you win and what you lose, and think you win more against Barcelona with Diego Costa as a 5th midfielder than playing as a striker.
What's interesting is Barcelona still haven't been tested this season. Yeah, the Clásico happened. In the Super Cup, of course, it was Atlético Madrid. They could not beat Atlético Madrid in the 2 games. And I feel Atlético Madrid have gone stronger. The 11 is still good. But what's happening here, of course, is the bench of Atlético Madrid, the 12th, 13th and 14th players sometimes wins you the games. They actually gone better, because Raúl García was not involved, in fact was out of the squad for the first game in the Supercopa. And now you've got Adrián, who's back on a little bit of form, or at least he understands his role better. Oliver Torres, who feels a bit more confident as well and part of the team, Cebolla, etc. So they won that thing that sometimes wins you games in the minute 70, 80 when somebody comes on. While Barcelona, let's see, this is their test, the real test.
How do you see it going, Albert?
Very tough game for Barcelona. Obviously they will have the ball, Atletico will sit back, and they're very comfortable sitting back and waiting and playing on the counter-attack. And it's going to be a game where Barcelona need a lot of patience. So they don't need to win the game in the first 10 minutes. They can win it in the minute 80. So they will have the possession. They will need to find the spaces. It's going to be difficult because they're defending very well organized with these two lines. And it's not going to be many spaces in between the lines. So they have to open the game, play to the wingers, and play with very, direct balls somehow. Probably, that's what you said, probably they start with the lineup that we talk, but probably in the second half with Alexis or Pedro, they can break the game.
So in a word, who's going to win?
Barca.
Guillaume?
Oh, I don't see a winner here. A draw.
In a word, I'm going for a draw as well. I'm not sitting on the fence, but it is so tough, isn't it? It is a game I've been waiting for weeks. The top two, only separated on goal difference, play each other on Saturday night, 6:55. Sky Sports 4. It is from the Vicente.